Warner Brothers is looking to remake The Matrix. Whoa. I'm Sasha Pearl-Raver, and this is Screen Junkies News. Word on the street is Warner Brothers is looking to remake their Matrix franchise, starting over from scratch without the Wachowskis and possibly starring Michael B. Jordan. Whether or not Michael B. Jordan is the new Neo is unclear at this time, but all we know for sure is there is no spoon. Or is there? Here to tell us their thoughts are Mr. J. Washington and Casper Van Dien. Gentlemen, I'm angry. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so butthurt about this even being a conversation.
Who is happy about this? Who was excited? Who sat there in a meeting at Warner Brothers and was like, we need new ideas? And somebody was like,
I don't have a new idea, but I got an old idea.
Let's reboot The Matrix. And who said, you know what? Let's do that. Whoever said that needs to be fired on the spot and then put on all of the food stamps and thrown in the middle of the damn street because there's no reason you need to reboot The Matrix. No reason at all.
Casper?
Well, not even rebooting it. I mean, but what if they really went off and made a proper sequel to the first one? Okay, instead of just the second and third one weren't necessarily my favorite films or anything, but the first one was such a phenomenal film, such an iconic role and a great story, and I just feel like there was so much more we wanted that we missed in The Matrix.
Absolutely. I mean, the first one was in 1999. So when you think about that, 18 years is kind of a long time, but that changed cinema. That changed action movies. That is iconic. When you talk about going The Matrix, when you talk about dodging bullets or bullet time, nobody had done that. Yes, the two that followed were failures, but what we don't need a reboot. We don't need a remake. If you're gonna do anything, maybe do a TV show, because it's like a deep universe.
Also,
but what?
How do you reboot it without the two main heads of it, without the Wachowskis? How do you have the gall to say, no, we don't need them?
Yeah.
Let's do this. The creators
they're
of
off
it.
doing Sense8 right now. And Keanu has said, I will only do another Matrix movie if the Wachowskis are involved. So you're ripping out the skeleton that was this movie, and then you're trotting its skin out and going, well, put the lotion in the basket. You want to watch it? You want to wear it? No!
Yeah, but how can you do it without Keanu? I mean, Keanu is Neo. There is no other Neo.
Yeah.
He is so. I'm sorry, but it's just he's fantastic. Have you seen him lately? I mean, I want to say I haven't seen John Wick 2.
Oh, it's
but that guy is amazing. He's still on fire. He's still the best action hero there is. I mean, he's just physically doing all these stunts. He's just a sweet man. Every time I've met him, he's the kindest guy, and you just look at him and you love him.
Well, and that's the thing, because he's doing John Wick, he doesn't need another franchise, because John Wick is awesome and John Wick 2 is fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite movies this year so far. But if you're gonna redo something with Keanu, need I remind you of Point Break? Point Break 2.0. Do you want to really make that mistake again, Warner Brothers? Do you want to go down that horrid rabbit hole? Look at that. That just makes me want to fart in someone's face. That is just
came out of Sasha Pearl-Raver.
Don't spoon when she's farting.
No spooning. No spooning.
There is no spoon. That is just... Oh, it makes me so mad. And then how do you feel when I tell you the guy who's writing it is Zach Penn, who did The Incredible Hulk and X-Men The Last Stand?
We all remember what that abortion of an X-Men movie was. We want to act like that never happened. That is the miscarriage of X-Men movies. I'm sorry if it's been personal, but that is how bad it was. X-Men The Last Stand should have never happened. The fact that they keep reproducing it on Blu-ray and DVD lets you know somebody else deserves to lose their damn job. He is not going to give you a good remake. He's not going to even give you a good movie. So why are you adding him onto this? Then you go say, hey, let's get Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan should learn his lesson from playing Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four.
Wait, hold on. I will say Michael B. Jordan is one of the only things about this that for me could possibly be a selling point.
I don't want him attached to something that bad.
But he's resurrecting Rocky, right? And he's
he did great. He was great. Creed. I mean, he's awesome.
So he's taking that franchise and running off with it. But my fear is this supposed to be like a Morpheus prequel? How horrible would that be?
It's interesting though, because he was supposed to be the Neo. That's actually interesting.
So it's about the guy finding out that he's not the one.
Could you imagine how heartbroken that's supposed to be? Because remember, Morpheus thought he was the one.
Yeah.
So the whole story is somebody being like Morpheus was to Neo, him finding Morpheus and then taking him around like, hey, we think you might be, but at the end, no, you're not.
He'd be a good Morpheus. Michael B. Jordan would be a really good Morpheus.
But who was
a prequel
Morpheus?
to that?
A prequel, I can see that.
He would be a really cool one. And if the Wachowski brothers were involved.
If the Wachowski brothers were involved,
They're sisters.
but still, they were sisters Wachowski.
They're sisters
Apologies.
Well, the first one they were the brothers.
Yeah, they were the brothers.
But now it would be
sisters.
the sisters now. But so.
All right. On a scale of 1 to please God, don't make it happen. Do you think that Warner Brothers will hear the outcry and realize that this is a bad idea, or do you think they will plunge forward to the depths of Total Recall and The Karate Kid? I said it. Look at what happens when you guys go to take great movies and remake them.
Why'd you bring up the movie that should have never been even written on a Total Recall? Should have never been allowed to be typed on a computer. That computer should have caught every virus when they were like Total Recall.
Well,
never.
That's a mistake. Because like with Paul Verhoeven, who did Total Recall and he did RoboCop, and now they're talking about doing a Starship Troopers remake and everything. He's such an interesting filmmaker. Same thing with the Wachowski sisters. They're such incredible, interesting filmmakers. They should be given an opportunity to really continue on in this universe and given the chance to explore it more. I think
if it's
they
your
understand
own property and you feel like you have another story to tell, go forth and conquer. But this, I mean, I can't.
My scale is still please God no.
Please God no.
Please.
Casper?
Yeah, I'm not. Unless the only thing that just got me kind of excited was you talking about Michael B. Jordan being the Morpheus prequel. That's interesting, but still, I'd want the Wachowski sisters involved, and I would love Keanu being in it. It just wouldn't be the same without him.
And do we have Agent Smith? I mean, will there be an Agent Smith? I mean, Agent Smith is the Matrix.
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Oh man, come on! You can't just let it.
Who else is gonna stand in the rain like that and make it look good?
What
okay?
it was so beautiful. I mean, even when it sucked, and this movie did suck, it's still great. But the first one did
not suck.
No, the first one was perfect.
No,
the first one is
the third one was
the third one was trash. But you don't go out and remake Gone with the Wind. You don't go out and you don't remake Total Recall, and you don't go out and you don't remake The Matrix. Says
or
Sacha
RoboCop, because that was oh my god.
I forgot about that one.
That was so brutally bad.
RoboCop made a lot of money in China.
Of course.
That's why they're making another one.
Oh man. This is okay. My heart is hurting way too much. I'm gonna go and watch The Matrix on DVD. But we want to know, how do you feel about this reboot? Do you think that a Wachowski-less Matrix is even possible? Tell us in the comments below. Make sure to tweet us at SJ News. Thanks for watching. You can always click here for more internets. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go cry. Bye.